We have some breaking news to get to. 31 years since the movie was released. It's once again Groundhog's Day, and this morning, Punxsutawney Phil did not see his shadow at Gobbler's Knob in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. So legend has it, we're in for an early spring. So we have two very special guests joining us for this segment. We have a groundhog, and we have Punxsutawney Perk, two very different sized shadows that we are seeing here. Punxsutawney Perk, this is how this segment is going to work. That rhymes. I would like to run through some teams and look at the forecast, see if potentially there are brighter times ahead for some of them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to start with the Milwaukee Bucks, who have lost 3 of their last 4 games. They're still currently 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. So Punxsutawney Perk, do you see your shadow in this one and brighter times ahead?
I do. And look, they're just getting started. I understand, right, Doc Rivers is 0-2, but they just need to get back to the crib, get into the film room a little bit. Doc need to be able to put his system in. Now, am I picking them to win the NBA championship? Absolutely not, because I think they need to make a personnel change. But it's going to look brighter for them. He's going to put Dame and Giannis in a better situation offensively far as the duo.
All right, I'm not sure if I'm going to refer to you as Punxsutawney Chiney or not, but I'm going to keep the next one. Let's go from the east to the west, if we could, to the Golden State Warriors. You want to hold the groundhog?
This is kind of creepy.
It's a little bit rodent-y. The Golden State Warriors, though, sit outside of the play-in, 12th seed. They start their first of a 5-game road trip tonight in Memphis.
Okay.
Ogwumike, is it going to be 6 more weeks of winter for Golden State, or are we going to see some brightness?
I think we're going to start to see a little bit more brighter days for the Golden State Warriors. Not bright enough to save the entire dynasty. I think we'll deal with that later on. But in the short term, they're shooting the ball better. This guy's coming off of a 37-point game. Jonathan Kuminga, since January 12th, has been averaging around 25 points per game. They're getting the production. They're not losing by a lot. I think they'll start seeing wins coming soon. So brighter days ahead.
Brighter days ahead. All right, let's welcome in Zach Lowe for another one here. A team who has struggled a little bit recently, the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, they've lost 7 of their last 8 games. They've dropped to the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. So Groundhog Zach instead of Grumpy Zach. Will there be brighter times ahead for the Heat?
I don't have a groundhog, but I do have this little Mike Piazza bear that can serve as my groundhog that usually sits back here with me. Hello, bear. Never doubt the Miami Heat. They have lost 7 of 8, blah, blah, blah. Look, they just got Terry Rozier. Their whole team's been injured. There is going to be a time, whether it's now or later, when this is going to click together. And I'm not saying they're going to click and do what they did last year, but they're going to go on a run where they win 8 of 12 and get back to looking like the Heat. Jimmy Butler's looking like himself. They have a nice homestand coming up with some good tests. I'm betting on the Heat, and my Mike Piazza bear, which is not a groundhog, is also betting on the Heat.
You know, we need to do a whole segment on what is in Zach's background. We have a Lou Dort bobblehead. We have a license plate that needs a description. Apparently, stuffed animal bears are coming out. Thank you, Punxsutawney Perk,
and the
for
music.
giving us that forecast.
NBA